Hello everybody, Candy Cane Cooper, International Animal Communicator here with my live Facebook blog number 12. So I'm glad to see everybody here today. Got a lot of great questions that everybody emailed in and some of you posted. So try to get to everybody today. First off, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that reviewed my book. Dr. Robertson, Dr. Varshini, Dr. Lang, and just all of you who participated. Please, it means so much to me. Go ahead and write a review. Your thoughts are what make my world spin. Hi, Nevi. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Wendy. Everybody's chiming in this morning. Also, if you do have a live question, please just go ahead and type it in because I'm watching my screen, trying to multitask here while I'm answering the questions I already have in hand. But I love the live interaction because that's what this is all about. And speaking of live interaction, I have not forgotten about our Zoom book gathering. Hi, Samantha. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Catherine. It's coming soon. I'm just been so busy with my sessions. Honestly, I just haven't had the time to learn how to Zoom my own group. I've been in other gatherings, but I've never run my own. So as soon as I'm very adept at running one, which I've been practicing, then we're gonna have a get together, and I have a special guest that's gonna be with me. She's from my book. She's featured all through it, so you can talk to her live and ask her questions as well. So it should be really fun. All right, so let's get going and start with question number 1. Hi, Susie. This is from Flavia in Florida, and she asks, when our furry ones are displaying a less than desirable behavior from our perspective, maybe doing something or territorial issues, etc., is it possible to reason with them and ask them to find a non-destructive way to communicate what they want? Thank you so much in advance for your insight. Well, that's a great question. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Scott. I have a couple examples, and I always like to just pull from my recent sessions because they're fresh in my mind. And I know some of you have been watching some of my posts, and my client that has Bo and BB, I've been working with them for a while. Bo is the chicken boss, and he used to go around killing all the chickens on the ranch. But then we converted that over to him being the chicken boss, and now he's the caretaker. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Liz. Hi, I'm answering your question right now, Flavia. Hi, Heather. Hi, Bonnie. Everybody's here. All right. So with that being said, the best way to address this problem for me, I find through all the thousands and thousands of animals I've worked with behavioral issues, is to find the root and explain it to them, because a lot of times they just don't understand the consequences of what can happen. And so it's so dangerous to cross that street, because the consequences are he can get hit by a car. I mean, so many things can happen out there once he leaves the property. It's just not worth the risk of enjoying the creek unless he's supervised by his mom and dad, where they can simply walk him over there. Hi, Susan. I just was answering your follow-up question. I'll get back to it when I'm done here, sweetheart. One of my favorite clients with amazing horses. You always see me showing her off at her competition. Anyway, so once he understood the consequences of the dangers of what he was doing, his naughty behavior, then he realized it wasn't worth it, and he was just going to wait for his mom and dad, his human caretakers, to take him and his sister to the creek. And for me, that is the best way to solve a behavioral issue. I mean, it's the core of what I do. Getting an understanding of what causes these reactions is the key of all of it. Hi, Simone. Another example is, well, Susan, do you mind if I talk about your experience last week? If you do, just go ahead and flash me. Her horse had stopped at a jump. Okay, very dangerous, terrible situation some of the time. If you're not a good rider, you can't stay on. When we talked with him, her beautiful horse explained to us, okay, thank you, Susan. Her beautiful horse explained to us that the reason he didn't want to jump was because he had injured his back foot and he was unsure of how he was going to land, right? So he was not only looking out for himself, but he was looking out for his rider, protecting her. Now, everybody on the outside was like, oh, bad horse, you know, make him do it again, work him, you know, the usual blah, blah, blah horse stuff that people do. But in essence, he was being an amazing horse, an amazing caretaker. And now that we understood what the problem was, how could you be mad at him? You would praise him and love him for thinking ahead. And this is what I like to do with my clients. You see, the animals are capable of reasoning everything the same way that we do, but you have to give them the opportunity to think it through. A good mind is the most important thing. It goes way beyond training an animal that has some behavioral issues, and then the rest will just follow in place. You have to believe me. Thing for dolphins. Okay, I hope I didn't lose everybody there, but okay, I'm still going. Next question is from Gemma in Hawaii. And hi, Jamie. Hi, Reginald. And she says, I have this thing for dolphins. I see them everywhere. Everywhere I go. I'm lucky because I live in Maui and I can visit the beach almost every day after work, but I feel there's something more to my obsession. What do you think? Thanking you in advance. All right. Well, certain signs are sent to us for certain reasons from the universe. I don't want to get too woo-woo on all of you, but I do write about it in my book, and I'm just going to read a section here from it about the dolphins. And also, I just want to thank everybody because we're still #1 on the new release pick at 10 weeks and counting. I can't believe it. All right, so I'm just going to read you this little section on animal totems. Now that you are mentally open to receiving signs from spirits, you may see other signs that previously you did not notice. In this section, I'm going to explain what animal totems items mean and what they are trying to tell you. You may be going about your normal day when you see a particular animal everywhere, like the dolphin, which she's talking about. You notice them on billboards, commercials, packages, clothing, jewelry, in your dreams, and more. This is not a simple coincidence. Through these sightings, mostly, we're talking about your pet from the other side, hi Danielle, is trying to contact and guide you. Each animal has a particular meaning and message to share. Remember, the animals are showing themselves to provide guidance and support, never to harm you. Your spirit animal guide will help you navigate through challenging times and in your life, bringing enlightenment, vision, and love into your world. And I'm sure some of you know my spirit guide, Kia. She comes into our sessions often. She's a white wolf, and she's been with me for years. And she just chimes in from time to time and helps out, gives all kinds of suggestions when we least expect it. Okay, let's see. Wait, I missed that one, Nevi. Hi, Lori. So in continuing on about the dolphin, I just want to read to you this section about my client and her experience. She's also a long time friend of mine, and she confided this with me. Oh, you wrote a paper on wolves? Beautiful. Oh, your wolf is your spirit guide too, Wendy? How beautiful. Mine is a white female. What color is yours? And what is your spirit guide's name? Okay, so getting back to the dolphin The dolphin symbolizes happiness, intelligence, and protection. The dolphin's approach to life is filled with joy. They get along with other species that surround them, showing us the way to be playful and kind and look for the good in everyone and everything. I know, I love dolphins so much. Sailors consider dolphins a good luck omen and positive sign from the universe. Through stories passed down over time, dolphins are known for being protective. It has been said that dolphins have rescued many humans from shark attacks and drowning. You don't know their name? Okay, well, you know what? Tonight, before you go to sleep, Wendy, ask your spirit guide to show you their name. And hopefully when you wake up in the morning, your subconscious will hear it and it'll be right there in front of you. Let's hope. Let me know if you find out their name. Overall, the dolphin is one of the most identifiable animal spirits that we can relate to. When we see one, we typically smile and feel jubilant. The pleasure and delight that they bring to all is indescribable. Enjoy your dolphin sightings and savor every moment. Follow the message from the dolphin. This is for you, Gemma in Hawaii. Okay. What did you say, Anna Lou? I'm always being gifted with old feathers. Oh, yes. Yes. What does that mean? All right, well, let me look up my section about feathers here. Hold on. I know it's in here. Unfortunately, I don't know all of these by heart because there's so many, but come on, Candy. Now I'm not going to be able to find the section in my own book, which is going to be pretty funny. Let's see, let me look in the back here. Oh, 73, 102, 103. Okay, hold on, it's coming. It's back here. And feathers are a very common thing that a lot of people find. My clients often tell me, I found, a white feather, a black feather, and you feel that it's a message from your animal on the other side. When you find a feather, it means the spirits are offering you love and harmony through guidance and support. If you are lucky enough to find a white feather, this is the ultimate sign of faith and protection. Oh, what color feathers are you finding? Typically, you will find 2, 3, or 4 feathers in just a few days. And this means that spirits are trying to show you that you are not alone and it's not a coincidence. Feel the love and comfort provided for you from this gift. Let's see, what are you asking me, Jennifer? Question, my dog is getting snappy with my daughter lately. She has gotten really attached to me. How do I stop this? Oh, okay. Is your daughter young? How old is your daughter? Let's see if I can see the rest of your question here. I really need help with this. Okay, we might need to do a session, but I'm just going to say, I'm not reading your animal right now, but just based on the behavioral issues, they do get jealous. And, oh, she's 19. Okay, did she just move back home, or are you giving her a lot more attention than usual? Or my other question is your daughter needing more emotional support from you lately than usual? And it might be kind of cutting in on your dog's alone time with mommy, because that can sometimes happen. So I'm just going to say, look at the bigger picture and not just the behavior. Unless you might want to see if she's not feeling good. That's always my first question. Okay, let's see. Owl feathers, hawk feathers. Oh, great. Hi, honey. Nice to have you here with us today. So I'm going to continue reading a little bit more about the feathers for you. Here we go. Wait, I'm getting more questions here. Okay. Yes, emotional support, but my dog is always in between us. Okay, so I'm going to say tonight, sit down and have a nice talk with your dog and explain to them that your daughter is needing a little bit more from you right now, and that you love your dog very much, but right now you have to kind of share yourself between you and her. And then when your daughter's feeling more stable, you'll be able to give your puppy all the attention that it needs. And let me know if you see a difference, because they listen. They're hearing every single thing that you're saying. So it's very nice to comfort them, let them know they're being heard, and she will get more mommy time as soon as your daughter is more stable. All right? Thank you for chiming in and asking your question. Hi, Michaela. I'm sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around here with all my questions back and forth, but I'm trying to get everybody's thoughts answered, and I love sharing your live comments. You're welcome, Jennifer. You're welcome. Okay, so let's move on now to, let's see, Julian in Mexico City has a question. He says, I have 2 dogs and one is getting older. Should I get another dog now and train it? I just don't want my other dog to be alone when the time comes. Okay, well, I've been working with this a lot, this situation. So we're trying to plan ahead. Your other dog's getting old. You just don't want your other dog to be alone. And you want to have this other dog already trained when your other dog passes away. I'm sorry, Julian, but that's being a little selfish. I don't really think that you're just thinking 100% about your other dog. You're thinking about yourself, and you just want everything to kind of flow along, you know, once your other dog crosses over. So, wait, Jacqueline, have I ever had a horse that throws their head around when loping? Yes. Yes, we will get to that in a minute. Yes, I have. And I was just working with a client with that today. This morning, earlier. Anyway, getting back to Julian. So you need to just slow down and be in the moment with your 2 dogs now. And when the time comes for your other dog to transition, then you can visit bringing in another dog and worrying about training it. Bringing in a 3rd wheel is exactly that. It's a 3rd wheel. And you really, really need to stop and consider it. It changes the whole dynamic of the household. And actually, when another dog leaves or another animal leaves, maybe your other dog might be okay by itself. And so all this pre-planning and questioning and trying to prepare, I'm going to say just throw that all out the window. Okay, Julian? And just live in the moment. And don't stress on this so much right now. Okay? You've been wondering if an inner ear issue. Yes, it could be. I would first, like I always say, when I'm doing a reading and there's a behavioral issue, I check the animal physically. Because obviously when we don't feel good or there's something wrong, we're going to act out in ways that might not look, like that from the outside. The animals usually don't want to just be naughty. It's usually because of a physical issue, and if it's not, then it's something emotional. But also, I know that a bobbing head can also mean a problem or lameness with one of the legs. So I'm going to say take a close look, or maybe have somebody video you when you're riding and examine that. Maybe have your vet come out, have a look, or of course, we can always have a session together. It's not a problem. Whatever you'd like to do. Okay, Jacqueline? It could be inner ear. Hi, Thayer. Nice to have you with us today. Thank you for joining us. Do we have any other live questions? Please, I'm here waiting to answer it for you. She doesn't always do it. Okay. Well, without reading her live right now, I can't say 100% sure. You're welcome, honey. But I would say video, and then if you don't see any lameness, then maybe call your vet, because something might be going on with her physically that you can't see. Shows us maybe the saddle isn't fitting right. Could be a lot of different things. Hi, Otto. Nice to have you here this afternoon. You just never know. I mean, it could be an assortment. So in a session, what I can do is I can check, each thing, or your animal will usually just tell me what the problem is. It's just as easy as that. this morning I had a session with a client of mine, and she's a show person, clips her horse, does this, does that, but she twitches her horse, and now all of a sudden he won't let her bridle him anymore. And when we talked to him this morning, he told me the extreme pain of the twitching, which I already knew, but I never actually experienced it. It was unbelievable, and the pain shot all the way up my face like this. No wonder they can't move or concentrate on you just simply clipping them. And he did forgive her, but it's going to take some time now for her to rebond and connect back with him, because, you know, he felt afraid, and after all these years, he just couldn't take it anymore. And even though he likes being a show horse, didn't trust her to just simply bridle him because it caused too much anxiety. And he related anything going over his head to this last week when she clipped him. Okay? Hi, Josh. Nice to have you with us this afternoon. So you've got to think forward. Everything that you do has an action and a reaction. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative. That's just the flow of life with everything. And the animals are no different. So think outside the box, especially getting back to our very first question today about, it was a great question, Flavia, about when animals act out. You know, you have to think about what is the cause. Again, they do not just basically want to act out and be naughty. You're welcome, Wendy. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. And that's the main goal. That's what I work with from A to Z in all my situations and all my sessions. Sometimes the animals can't exactly speak it to me. They show it to me in emotion. They show it to me in pictures. But today that was crazy when I felt the twitch. I've never felt that before. And I want to make a suggestion to each and every one of you. I saw a crazy TikTok the other day of some gal who wanted to use a shock collar on her dog. And her husband was absolutely against it. And he said, okay, well, you put the shock collar on, and then if you're okay with it, then we'll do it. So you're welcome, Flavia. Thank you for participating today with your great question. So she was all, you know, excited, laughing, put the shock collar on. I don't know if you guys have seen this on TikTok, and giggling. And then she got kind of nervous because he just put it on vibrate, and she didn't even like the vibrate, right? And then he said, no, I'm just going to do it on one. I'm just going to do it on number one. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this video, and I'm getting, okay, all right, already, come on, like, do the deed. Let's see the action. And finally, she's like, no, I want to take it off. So she started to get hysterical, and as she was trying to take it off, he zapped her, which I was so happy to see. And she lost her mind. She started slugging him and freaking out and screaming. And she's, no, okay, no, we won't use the shock collar. We won't use the shock collar. Completely embarrassed herself on social media. I mean, I can't believe he posted it, but a perfect example. So if you're not sure about anything that you want to try on your animal, try it on yourself first and see how it feels on you. That'll give you an answer immediately, especially if I'm going to feed my animals anything that is supposed to be fruit flavored or apple flavored. Yeah, if you put a little taste on your tongue, you can be sure that that does not taste like fruit or apple most of the time, right? Hi, Chloe. Yes, good. I was very glad she got zapped, and I was very glad she freaked out. But most importantly, I was very glad that she told her husband, she took it and she threw it. Let's throw it in the trash. We'll never use this again, right? Okay, so perfect example. Let's see. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for coming and joining us today. Let me see if I can grab that other question down here. Your red boa just passed away a few nights ago, and we have so much loss in our home. Aww. Let's see, and he's been acting, oh yes, I understand. And when you have the room. Oh, okay, wait, this is a long comment, which I'm not catching all of it. Yes, that's hard. I know, and like I said earlier, when an animal crosses over, the dynamic in the whole household changes. Even in my household, I had to euthanize my big dog Wookie. It'll be 4 weeks tomorrow. And with my other 2 Chihuahuas, there's a huge change. My little vicious girl, Quesadilla, has now suddenly switched and has become extremely affectionate, especially to my other half, who she still tries to bite after 7 years. And it's fascinating to watch the change. Am I gonna get another dog? No, not right now. They need to settle in. So I'm gonna say just take your time with your animal family, see how it plays out over time and how everyone settles in, because it's just like us when we lose a loved one. Our world is rocked. There's no difference. There's no difference. And yes, they might act out. They might be more aggressive. They might be sweeter. But hopefully, in time, it'll all settle down, and you'll have consistency again. I'm not quite sure. It might not be exactly what you want, but hopefully you'll have a good flow again in the household, and the energy will settle back down. Yes, it was very fascinating for me when I said goodbye to Wookie. My little Chihuahua wanted to go out and see him twice in the car before they removed his body, and I didn't expect that of her because she never seemed that interested. He was mostly connecting with my bigger Chihuahua all these years, but even I, the communicator, was surprised at how it played out at the end. So you just never know. You just have to let it flow and see where it goes. All right, well, that was all such good questions today. I just loved everybody's interaction. Do we have one more question before we finish today? Let's see. I don't want to miss anything. No, we're good? Okay. Well, then I just again want to thank you for joining me. This is going to be every other week now. So my next live vlog will be on August 5th, 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So until then, remember to always speak to your animals with your mind and not your mouth. Peace and love. Bye-bye.